Hello everyone and welcome back to the Railway Shed. And today, for the first time in quite a long while, we'll be doing a model review. This time of a Bachmann 5700 Pannier tank engine. I picked up this engine at the Greatest Gathering a few weeks ago on the Ellis Clark train stall for £35. Now, I already have a couple of 5700s or engines like it in my collection, but I thought, why not for £35? And before we get on with the review, if you can, please remember to like, subscribe and comment on this video and any other videos I've been putting out recently. Now that I'm back, it's my goal to grow this channel as much as possible, and it'd be a big help if you could subscribe, comment and do all of those things to push this video out there and get it to more people. So without any further ado, let's take a look at this model, starting with its packaging of course. The loco comes in this early Bachmann branch line box with a picture of a Pannier tank on the front, that one being 7760 from what I see. As you can see, the model cost me £35, and on the side you can see its label as 31 902A 57XX 5775 in BR plain black Lake Crest livery. Something I really like about these Bachmann boxes is how they open to reveal the locomotive, but also information about the design. You can pause here if you want to read this text. Of course, as you may know, the 5700s are some of the most numerous produced tank engines in the entire railway history of the UK. They were also the inspiration for the character Duck in the Railway series, and later Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, when Duck was brought to life in the series in Series 2. A thing I've found with my Bachmann models that I've been buying more recently is that they're a lot higher quality than the Hornby ones of the same time. I know some of them are prone to issues with split chassis features, but the ones I've got so far, which is this and a Ivet 2MT, which I can review soon, they've been very well running, and I've enjoyed having them out quite a lot. Now let's get this engine out of its packaging. I believe from its right side. As it slid out. Here's the locomotive in its polystyrene tray. A nice thing about this one is that it comes with the original instructions for the engine, so if I ever need them, I have them. As far as I can see, there's no extra features or details within the packaging, but some have already been applied, such as a painted driver and fireman in the cab. Let's get this down on the track and take a closer look. Now here is the Pannier tank down on the track. When I first received the model, it was in quite a big layer of dirt and muck on top. I was luckily able to get this off with a paintbrush. But as you can see, a lot of its original detailing, such as the water caps and things, while injection moulded, are very fine and good detail for this model. Here you can see the driver and fireman, which are I believe separately painted applied figures, not originally from the factory. And you can see it's printed on number 5775, as well as the late BR crest on the side of the tanks. A thing I like a lot about these Bachmann models are how much detail they have, especially with the riveting and steps. The coal load looks very accurate for this time, and my locomotive is fitted with a vacuum pipe, and I believe it does have sprung buffers. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it does. You won't find that on a Hornby model from this time frame. It has NEM couplings, which are not, they don't have the hook, but that's not really a problem, as a lot of my running stock already has the hooks. Moving round to the front of the locomotive, you can see it has a vacuum pipe on the front, as well as a hook for traditional 3-link couplings, as well as the BR number plate being 5775 of course, and the shed allocation beneath it. I also quite like the, I think it's plastic moulded, but the smoke box start looks very good. Another lovely feature of this model is the separately fitted handrails, something you wouldn't see on a Hornby model of this age. I believe the model is the exact same moulding as this one being from the Midnight Metropolitan Backman set, and being London Transport number L97. This model particularly has had better days, and some of its detail has broken off, but that's down to me having this as one of my first locomotives and not knowing how to treat it well enough. Which is a shame because it's a really lovely model and does run very well. I still need to get some new couplings for it, however. Here are the two locomotives in comparison to one another. Well, I don't know what I've done wrong, but forget me saying about how these models are very good performers despite their problems with split chassis, as both of my recently acquired Backman models from this era have decided that they don't want to run anymore. The Pannier tank, which I was just reviewing, started smoking for a few seconds when I was running it, and now refuses to work. So if you've got any idea what that problem could be, please let me know. And moving on to the 2MT, which was a very good runner and something I really love to have on the layout, it has seemed that all of a sudden its axle is split in two, at least this front one has, meaning that it can't run properly. So, serves me for praising Backman for once. That really is a shame because both of these, at least cosmetically, are really nice models and ones I really liked having running on my layout. It just seems as soon as I come back to want to film something, they don't want to play ball. Well, I do not really know what to do now. So, sorry for cutting this video short, but if there's any other models in my collection that you'd like to have a look at, hopefully ones that run, please let me know in the comments below. That was a pretty dour ending, wasn't it? So much for coming back.